Let's now start with the extra questions which are there in chapter 3, which is on employee cost. First question is on overtime analysis. You go through the question and then I'll start explaining. Go through the problem. Go through question 1. Go through the question. I'll start explaining once you have read the question. It is on overtime analysis. Okay. Total of 108 labor hours have been put on a particular job for a repair work engaging a semi-skilled worker and a skilled worker, Mr. Deep and Mr. Sam. Hours devoted individually is 10.5 plus 8, 18.5, 19, 38.5, 39, 49 hours. Skilled labor also worked on Saturday for 10 hours. So the skilled worker worked for 59 hours. The semi-skilled worker worked for 49 hours. The semi-skilled worker worked for 49. 10.5 plus 8 plus 10.5 plus 9.5 plus 10.5, which is 49 hours. The skilled person also did another 10 hours on Saturday. So put together 59 hours by the skilled labor, and the semi-skilled labor has worked for 49. The semi-skilled is Mr. Deep and skilled is Mr. Sam. Sunday is a weekly holiday and each worker has to work for 8 hours on all weekday, 5 hours on Saturday. Workers are paid full wages for Saturday, 8 hours for 5 hours worked. So the policy is that you will have to work for 8 hours on all weekdays and 5 hours on weekend. Semi-skilled and skilled workers paid ordinary wage of 400 and 600 respectively per day of 8 hours. 400 by 8 is 50 rupees per hour and 75 rupees per hour. 50 rupees per hour and 75 rupees per hour. Also, I get a dearness allowance of extra 20%. Extra hours worked over and above 8 hours are also paid at ordinary wage rate. That if you work for more than 8 hours, also normal rate only. But overtime premium is payable if you work for more than 9 hours in a day or 48 hours in a week. This is the definition as per the Factories Act. Overtime is basically if a person works for more than 9 hours a day or more than 48 hours a week. If you work for more than 9 hours a day or 48 hours a week, it is considered to be overtime. Now, in this question, Mr. Deep, the semi-skilled worker, has worked for 49 hours. Mr. Sam has worked for 59 hours. If you do overtime, 1 hour of overtime is like 2 hours. Why 1 hour of overtime is like 2 hours? Because overtime premium of 100% is payable. Overtime premium of 100% is payable. So what we are going to do here is we're first going to calculate what is the equivalent normal hours we have worked, because wherever overtime is done, I'll have to give double payment. Overtime is double payment. So 1 hour of overtime is equivalent of two normal hours, is equivalent of two normal hours. Working note 1, computation of computation of computation of working hours are equivalent normal hours of, first let's do Mr. Deep. Equivalent normal hours of Mr. Deep. We need some 5-6 columns. Day, hours worked, day and hours worked, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. He did not work on Saturday. We'll need some 5-6 columns. Day and hours worked. total. The hours worked is 10.5, 8, 10.5, 9.5 and 10.5. This will involve some overtime angle. It will involve some overtime angle. This is the hours he worked. If he works for 49 hours, he may get payment for some 50 hours or 55 hours. We'll have to do the calculation because of overtime. Day and hours worked as per the question. Day and hours worked as per the problem. I've captured the day and hours worked as per the question. In this, I'll say normal time. 8 hours is normal. 8 hours is normal. Anybody works for 8 hours, that is considered to be normal. Then extra time. What is extra time? Is till the 9th hour. 8 hours is normal working hours. Extra time is 1 hour everybody has to work. There is still 9 hours if there is no overtime. So 1 hour extra in this day. Totally 10.5 is there. So let me do three things. Normal time, extra time and overtime. Normal time is 8. Extra time is 1. Overtime is balance 1.5. Overtime is balance 1.5. Overtime is balance 1.5 of the 10.5. Normal time 8. Extra time 1 hour. Extra time is 1 hour. Overtime balance 1.5 hours. Here no extra time, no overtime. No extra time, no overtime. Anything beyond 8 is extra time. Anything beyond 9 is overtime. 1 hour extra, 1.5 overtime. 1 hour extra, zero point 0.5 overtime. 1 hour extra, 1.5 overtime. 5 columns will do. So what we are going to finally say is equivalent normal hours is equal to 40 hours of normal time plus 4 hours of extra time plus 2 into 5 hours of overtime. Double. You will have to pay double for this. 2 into 5 hours of overtime. 40 hours of normal time, 4 hours of extra time and 2 into 5 hours of overtime all put together. I'll have to pay him for 54 hours. First guy will get payment for 54 hours. He worked for 49 hours. He worked for 49 hours, but he'll be paid for 54 hours. Be paid for 54 hours. He'll get payment for 54 hours. Working note 2, computation of equivalent normal hours of Mr. the second employee, Mr. Sam. This guy worked even on Saturday. So I'll give you time. Friday you can copy paste, the same breakup will be there. He also worked on Saturday. Friday it's going to remain same. Friday it's going to remain same. Also worked on Saturday. I'll explain that. He worked on Saturday as well. From Monday to Friday, it's the same for Mr. Sam and Mr. Deep. Both the people worked similar. Normal time, extra time and overtime for Monday to Friday is going to remain same. Why it remains same is question has mentioned that both worked similar for Monday to Friday. Saturday he additionally put in 10 hours. Saturday he additionally put in 10 hours. That what I can say is 5 hours is normal time. Saturday normally people work for 5 days. Another 4 hours is extra time because till 9 hours you don't have overtime. Balance 1 hour is overtime. Balance 1 hour is overtime. 45, 8 and 6. 5 hours is normal time because he works on this day for 5 hours. Extra another 4 hours till the first 9 hours. Anything beyond that is 1 hour. Same thing, equal and normal hours is equal to 45 hours of normal time, 8 hours of extra time, and 2 into 6 hours of overtime. So we will have to pay for 65 hours. Payment has to be done for 65 hours. Payment will have to be done for 65 hours. 45 hours of normal time, 8 hours of extra time plus 2 into 6 hours of overtime. Let me know if there are any doubts on this. Any doubts on this, please let me know. Any doubts on the computation? Okay. Then wages to Mr. First employee. Wages to Mr. Deep is equal to 54 hours into 54 hours into Mr. Deep, the semi-skilled worker, is paid 400 for 8 hours. 400 for 8 hours, which means 50 rupees per hour. And on that, add 20% dearness allowance. Add 20% dearness allowance. 50 rupees per hour. Add another 20%. So net I'll pay 50 plus 20%. How much is this? 60 rupees into 54 hours. 50 plus 20%. Yeah, tell me the amount. Yeah, friends. How much is this? 3,000.
3,240.
Okay. And wages to Mr. Sam, he will be paid for 65 hours. So he worked for 59 hours. He'll be paid for 65. And for him, it is 600 by 8. 600 by 8 is 75 plus another 20%. 75 plus another 20%. 5,850. He'll be paid 5,850. First guy is paid 3,240. Double payment for overtime hours, and Mr. Sam also worked on weekend. He worked for more hours, so he is getting a slightly higher payment. Any doubts on this? 3240 and 5850. Hope this is clear. Let's move to question 2. HR Limited is progressing in its legal industry. One of its trainee executive, Mr. H in the personal department, calculated labor turnover rate as 24.92% using flux method. Flux is separation plus replacement plus new recruitment by average workforce. Following is the data provided: beginning, joined, left, year end. Some data for different category. At the beginning of the year, there were a total of 1158 employees on the payroll. Opening strength of legal secretary, staff attorney, and associate attorney is in the ratio of 3 is to 3 is to 2. Company has decided to abandon the post of litigation attorney, and consequently, all litigation attorney were transferred to the subsidiary. Company and the subsidiary have separate books of accounts, separate department. Calculate using replacement and separation. Verify the turnover rate calculated under flux method. Go through the question. Go through the question. Okay, we have, see, for labor turnover, what we do is we normally do a reconciliation, which is opening workforce, add new recruitment, less replacement, less separation, and you get the closing workforce. So somewhere I'm going to do that for every category of worker. You have records clerk, human resource manager, legal secretary, staff attorney, associate attorney, senior staff attorney, senior records clerk, litigation attorney. Once you get for all the category, you can club them together, and that will become the overall separation, overall replacement, overall new recruitment, opening workforce, closing workforce. So let's first put the format we normally do. Working note 1, reconciliation of workforce. Whatever I used to write row wise, I'm going to write in column now. Particulars, opening workforce, new recruitment, new recruitment, replacement, separation, and closing workforce. Opening workforce, new recruitment, replacement, separation, and closing workforce. Totally six category. Let's write, sorry, eight category: records clerk, human resource manager, legal secretary, staff attorney, associate attorney, senior staff attorney, senior records clerk, litigation attorney, and total. Somewhere once I get the total, the problem becomes simpler. You know the formula: separation method, number of separation by average workforce; replacement method, number of replacement by average workforce; flux method, separation plus replacement plus new recruitment by average workforce. Let's go category by category. First is records clerk. Opening is 8. Now the term joined means it can be a new recruitment, it can also be a replacement. The person who has come in could be for any purpose. It could be that he has come in place of someone going out, or it could be that he has come in as a fresh recruitment. So what we will do here is it separation is 90. Separation is 90. So new recruitment is 1620. New recruitment, the question has given is 1620. What I am assuming is of this 1620, 90 people came in place of who left here. Separation. Whoever left in, they got replaced. They got replaced. New people is 1530. Together 1620. 90 came in place of people who left. 90 came in place of people who left the organization, and balance 1530 have come in as a fresh recruitment. Have come in as a fresh recruitment. Closing is like this: opening, new recruitment, replacement, minus separation. 1620 split as 1530 and 90. Split as 1530 and 90. Split that. Second is human resource manager. Whatever they have given, let me fill that. Opening we don't know. Joined is 30. Joined, see whatever joined is there, you will have to split between these two. Whatever joined is there in the question, it has to be split between these two category. So I'll write that in a minute. Separation is 90. Closing is 60. Separation is 90. Closing is 60. Now, if 90 got separated, our assumption will be 90 got replaced. Whatever separation is there, you got new people in place of them. But the problem is joined is only 30. The joined number is only 30. So what I will do is, I will write this as replacement and no fresh recruitment. 30 people only came in. In the 30 people, all 30 came in place of who left. Ideally, my replacement should have been 90. What is 90? Separation is 90. Separation is 90. So replacement should have been 90. Replacement should have been 90. But people did not join to the extent of 90. So I've written 30 here. Separation is 90. Closing is 60. Now, tell me what number should come here. Opening plus new recruitment plus replacement minus separation is closing. So what should be the opening number for this category? Opening plus new recruitment plus replacement minus separation is closing. What number should come here?
120.
120. 120 plus 30 minus 90 60. Then comes legal secretary, where I don't know the opening. I know the joined figure. Left is 0. If left is 0, replacement will also be 0. Left is 0. Left is 0. Replacement will also be 0. Joined is 90. I don't know opening. I don't know closing. I'll see how to fill it later. Missing data. Opening is not known. Closing is not known. Legal secretary. Few places we also have this. This I'll factor in sometime. Staff attorney. Staff attorney. Opening is not given. Joined is 30. Left is 30. Closing is not given. So left is 30. Replacement will also be 30. New recruitment is 0 because joined only 30. These two we don't know as of now. We'll see it later. These two we don't know. We'll see it later. The associate attorney, what happened is, we have also transferred something to the subsidiary company. Whatever you have transferred to the subsidiary company is like a separation. Whatever we have transferred to the subsidiary company is like a separation, because they are a different company. I am a different company. They are another company and I am another company. Subsidiary, whatever I have transferred. So here in associate attorney, in the associate attorney, separation is 15. Separation is 15. What is this 15? Whatever you have transferred. Whatever you have transferred. So this left is 15. The left number is 15. Whatever we have transferred. Whatever we have transferred is 15. Joined is 30. This joined can be taken in two ways. You can say of the 30, 15 came in place of whom you transferred and balance 15 is new recruitment. Or you can say entire 30 is new recruitment, because this is not exactly left. This is basically transfer to a subsidiary. This is basically a transfer to a subsidiary. All other places, whatever separation was there, I wrote as replacement. Whatever separation was there, I wrote as replacement. This alone, let me see what ICI has done, because I don't want to deviate my solution from ICI. Okay, they have done it as 15, 15 only. They have done it as 15, 15 only. I didn't want to deviate my solution from ICI. So 15 is separation and 30 joined. 15 is in place of this 15 who left, and balance 15 is new recruitment. Closing is given 45. Tell me what should this number be? Opening plus new recruitment plus replacement minus separation is closing. What should opening workforce be? What should the opening workforce be? Opening plus new recruitment plus replacement minus separation is closing.
30, sir.
How much?
30.
30. Okay. Then comes senior staff attorney. Here you have beginning 6. Beginning is 6. Transferred from subsidiary company. So they are like recruitment. So they are like joined. They are like joined. So 612, no separation, no replacement. Closing is 18. 6120018. No replacement, no separation. Same thing here. 12, 39, 0051. Basic logic is very simple. Whatever separation is happening will be equal to replacement. If that much recruitment has not happened, it can be lower, like human resource manager. Litigation attorney, the company has decided to abandon the post of litigation attorney, and consequently everyone is transferred to the subsidiary. Everyone is transferred to the subsidiary because company has said I don't want this position now. So closing is 0, separation is 90, transferred. Opening plus new recruitment plus replacement minus separation is 0. Tell me what is opening. What is opening?
90, sir.
90 as it is. So we are almost done with the table. Almost done with the table. Now what question has mentioned is the opening strength. Legal secretary is to staff attorney is to associate attorney. Legal secretary, staff attorney is to associate attorneys in the ratio of 3:3:2. In that, associate attorneys 30. This is 30. If 2 is equal to 30, legal secretary is to staff attorney is to associate attorney is in the ratio of 3:3:2. Question mark is to question mark is equal to 30. If 2 is equal to 30, 3 is equal to 45. Give me the closing number now. 45, 45. What should be the closing number? Opening plus new recruitment plus replacement minus separation is closing.
35.
135. Staff attorney
45.
45. Now opening number should match with what is given in the question. Since there is an error, 1158 which is given in the question. Balance we are calculating 1158, 1686, 165, 315, 2694. Ideally, whatever separation has happened should be replacement. Why? Because problem is silent. So whoever got separated would have got replaced. But the issue is I did not recruit litigation attorney and I did not recruit adequate human resource manager. Adequate human resource manager is not recruited. That is why replacement is slightly on the lesser side. Now, I think beyond this, it's very simple. We will start doing the calculation. First method they have asked us, replacement method is equal to number of replacement by average workforce into 100. Number of replacement by average workforce into 100. 165 divided by 1158 2694 average. 165 average employees are The denominator is 1926. 165 by 1926 into 100. 8.57%. The replacement number is 8.57%. 165 by 1926. 165 by 1926 is the replacement number. Next is separation method. Separation method. Number of separations by average workforce into 100. Number of separations by average workforce into 100. Number of separations is 315. Average is 1926 into 100. 315 by 1926 into 100. 16.36%. 16.36%. 16.36%. And then they have asked us to verify the flux method answer. Flux method answer as per question is 24.92. May be right, may not be right. I don't know. We'll have to check the flux method answer. Separation, number of separation by average workforce. Replacement, number of replacement by average workforce. Flux method is equal to separation, replacement, new recruitment by average workforce. Separation, replacement, new recruitment by average workforce. Separation number is 165. Replacement, sorry, separation is I think 315. Replacement is 165. New recruitment is 1686. Whole divided by 1926. 112. So the given answer is wrong. The given answer in the question is wrong. Verification, it is wrong. It is 100 and in fact I think in the given the calculation it just considered 315 and 165. They wanted us to verify so that associate this, the staff who calculated it did not calculate it correct. The staff computation was wrong. 315 plus 165 plus 1686. I think what the staff ended up doing is I think they missed out on one number divided by 1926. This is how you will get 24.92. 24.92 will come if you miss out on new recruitments. New recruitments seem to have missed out, seem to have been missed out, and that's how you get 112.46%. $16.36 separation, 8.56 replacement, flux is 112. Because the mistake the person did is they did not consider this new recruitment, because when you add these two you get that 24.9 whatever the question has given. If you add separation and replacement you get 24.9, but flux is separation, replacement and new recruitment, combination of all the three. Go through question 3. Go through question 3. Okay. PQR Limited has replaced 72 workers during the quarter ended 31st March. Labor rates are flux method, replacement method, separation method. I think we have done similar question in the class. I've discussed this question only for the equivalent employee turnover rates for the year. That also concept I discussed in the class, but I thought let's do a question. So average number of workers on roll, left and discharge is called separation, recruited and joined is new recruitment or new recruitment plus replacement put together. So question has given the replacement number and the replacement method. Working note 1, computation of average workforce. Computation of average workforce. Replacement method is equal to number of replacement by average workforce. Replacement method is equal to number of replacement by average workforce. By average workforce. So the number of replacement method answer was 8%. 72 by average workforce. 72 by average workforce. Average workforces. We have done questions like this. The only reason I'm discussing that equivalent employee turnover rate. Replacement method is 900. Replacement method is 900. Replacement method is 900. Left and discharged is separations. Left and discharged is separations. Separation method is equal to number of separations by average workforce. Number of separations by average workforce. Left and discharges number of separations. Left and discharges number of separations. Number of separations by average workforce. 5% is equal to number of separations by 900. 5% is number of separations by 900. Number of separation is equal to 45. 900 into 5%. 900 into 5%, 45. 900 into 5%, 45. Number of separations is 45. Workers left and discharged is 45. Workers left and discharged is 45. Left and discharged is 45. Recruited and joined is new recruitment or new recruitment plus replacement. Both can be given. So that will calculate under flux method. Flux method is equal to separation, new recruitment, replacement by average workforce. Flux method is separation, new recruitment, replacement by average workforce. Flux method answer is 16% is equal to 45 plus new recruitment. 45 plus new recruitment plus 72 divided by 900. 45 plus new recruitment plus 72 whole divided by 900. Let me know what is the new recruitment number. New recruitment number, please tell me.
27, sir.
How much?
27.
Okay. So I can say worker recruited and joined is 27 plus another 72. 27 plus another 72. 27 plus another 72. Another 72. Put together 99 people have come into the company. Recruited and joined. Recruited and joined is 99. Number of recruitment and joined figure is 99. Last is equivalent employee turnover rate. Now write equivalent employee turnover rate is equal to equivalent employee turnover rate is equal to rate for a quarter. What has been given is for a quarter into 12 by 3. Whatever is given is for a quarter, multiply that with 12 by 3. Equivalent employee turnover rates is equal to rate for a quarter multiplied with 12 by 3. Example, first is flux method. Flux method is equal to 16 into 12 by 3, 64%. 16 into 12 by 3, 64%. 16 into 12 by 3. Replacement method, 8 into 12 by 3, 32%. 8 into 12 by 3, 32%. Separation method. Separation method, 5 into 12 by 3, 20%. 5 into 12 by 3, 20%. Five into 12 by 3, 20%. Let me know if there are any doubts. Any doubts on this, please let me know. Any doubts on this part, please let me know.